these documents that have been released relating to depositions and other documents relating to a 2015 court case given by Virginia Giuffre. Of course, we heard all about her when she brought that case against Prince Andrew. We got a multi-million-pound payoff for, despite apparently, according to Prince Andrew, never having met the woman, let alone having had sex with her, as she had claimed, when she was being trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein. But these documents name a lot of men, Prince Andrew, David Copperfield, Bill Clinton, Michael Jackson, Professor Stephen Hawking. But that doesn't mean, we really need to be clear about that, doesn't mean these men have been accused of anything. Exactly. Often they're named because someone asked, did you ever see this person? No, I didn't. Yeah. That's why they're named. So 170 names, some of them are victims of Jeffrey Epstein, others are just completely innocent men who, might once have attended a party. Or being asked about. But there's still also, speaking to Kinsey Schofield earlier, an awful lot of question marks about new information that's come out about some of these men, though.
Very much so. And my concern is because of the sensationalism that's going around the big names, the real truth's not going to come out. And those that were involved in the illegal and inappropriate side of everything that's going on and you're backing up Epstein's paedophilia, are going to get away with everything, whether they participated in anything or whether they were active bystanders by ignoring what was going on.
If you know a rich, powerful man is spending a lot of time with 14, 15, 16-year-old girls and there's no explanation for it, and there's rumours and things, I mean, you should say something. But this is the thing, that Netflix documentary some years back, four-parter, which had a lot of detail in it, and I really encourage people to watch it to know just how widespread this was. Everyone knew. The police, there were police investigations. The man was convicted, back into, was it 2009 or something, of sex trafficking children.
Yeah.
I mean, he pleaded the charges down. He barely served a day in prison. He basically was still on his private jet. He got the ridiculous terms. He obviously pulled strings, being rich and powerful, yet again. But people knew. It wasn't like, I had no idea. And I think you mentioned Harvey Weinstein earlier. It's just sort of, oh, this is a shock. No, open secret. Yeah. Everyone knew. Oh, certainly the people in his company knew because they were busy paying off the women who'd been abused by him and raped by him. And this is the thing. Can you imagine a scenario where you know that this abuse is taking place and you just keep quiet about it?
I can't imagine that scenario, but it's typical.
We need more men like you.
It's typical of those in power. And unfortunately, we're seeing examples of this across the board, not just with the Jeffrey Epstein, but we've got the post office scandal that's going on. Everyone knew that something was going wrong. We've got issues within the Ministry of Defence with inappropriate behaviour towards women and all the rest of it. You look at the specialist areas, everyone knew. And this is a common theme across the board. Everyone seems to know underlying, but there aren't people who are stepping up and dealing with it properly.
But we found that always in social services. We found that, Rochdale and Rotherham, failure to tackle the grooming gangs in care homes where children are being abused. This is the thing I've never understood. Now I'm wondering, OK, is it because, I'm a stroppy old bat? Is it because, well, it's all right for you, your job, you can get away with it? I can imagine no scenario where, no matter what I'm earning, what my job, that I would not feel the need to speak out. But what we do also learn in a lot of these cases is people do speak out. People do say something. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, grooming gangs and the like. And when they do, nothing happens.
Or they get destroyed.
Yeah, the thing that happens is they then face threats.
They then get threatened.
And that's the thing. You're looking at this guy, Jeffrey Epstein, and this guy has got, he's friends with politicians, he's multi-billionaire, he's got power, he's clearly doing this in plain sight and nothing is happening. He's clearly protected. You are thinking, I'm not going to go up against that. And that's the real concern. And again, when you're talking about people like Bill Clinton, again, who's denied ever going to the island and making them, Prince Andrew, again, he's denied even meeting Virginia Giuffre and yet paid her a multi-million-pound payoff. And there are more claims that are coming out in this. There's a claim that a woman that he grabbed her breast. There are, more detail about the claims about him. And again, in sworn testimony, sworn depositions, not an interview of the newspaper or a documentary. Do you think that is going to damage Prince Andrew further?
Oh, I think without a doubt it's going to damage Prince Andrew further.
Is it possible to damage him further?
I think it is, because
short of a conviction,
he was starting to come back out into the public view again, and unless he goes away and keeps very quiet and doesn't hit the headlines, he's going to continue to damage not just himself but the wider royal family.